Netherite is the most powerful Minecraft resource, and that's the reason players are eager to find fast and easy ways to get a lot of it. And while there are a variety of methods out there, today I have for you the actual fastest way to find Netherite in Minecraft. But to start this method, you first need to make sure you're in the right conditions. First of all, you'll need to head into the Nether and find either a Nether Wastes biome or a Warped Forest. We're going to use these biomes for mining, as they are by far the safest biomes in the Nether with the least amount of lava as well. Of course, when you're mining for Netherite, you would much rather have less hostile conditions to mine in. The second reason is that we're going to be using explosives, and Netherrack explodes much easier than other blocks do. When you're in a basalt delta biome, for example, all the blocks there are hard rock. None of them are going to explode that easily. So now that you're in the correct biome, to do this mining method, we'll now need to expose the chunk borders. On Java, you'll need to press F3 and G on your keyboard. As you can see, we can now see the chunk borders, these little yellow and red squares. A lot of people think this is some sort of cheating. It's really not. You can do this on a regular survival world without cheats at all. It's just a debug feature, and we're going to use it to our advantage. If you're on Bedrock Edition, you don't have the debug option to see chunk borders. You'll have to do this method. Turn on your coordinates, pull up a calculator if you need to. Divide either your x value or your z value by 16. I'll just do z, so 24 divided by 15 is this. From here, round it to the nearest whole number. This rounds to 2, and then multiply it by 16, so for me, 32. These are now the coordinates of the nearest chunk border. Sorry for the math, but that's basically the only way to do it in vanilla on Bedrock Edition without mods. The reason we want to use the chunk borders when we're mining is pretty simple. Basically, a certain amount of ancient debris will spawn per chunk. By mining along a chunk border, you're basically mining in 2 chunks at the same time, effectively doubling the chance that you find ancient debris. It's pretty cool. We're still on the surface though, and all the netherite is way underneath us. So after you've aligned yourself with a chunk border, pick a spot along the border where there isn't a lot of lava nearby. You want to make sure you're in the middle of a good amount of land. That way when you dig down, the chance that you'll run into lava is much smaller. After this, you'll need to actually dig down, and pretty far at that, around layer 13. Of course, be safe about it. Don't dig completely straight down. I like to do this method where you dig 2 blocks at the same time. That way, even if you mine something dangerous, you have another block to stand on. After you've dug down to layer 13, here's what I want you to do. Dig a 2x2 tunnel in any direction and make this tunnel long, okay? I mean like around 75 to 100 blocks long, maybe even longer would be slightly better. If you run into lava while digging in one direction, you can still expand the tunnel on the other side as well. So now you'll need 20 to 30 beds. Yes, beds, like the wool beds. As long as you have a sheep farm, this should not be that much of a problem. It's only around a stack of wool in total to make 20 beds. And once you have all these beds, you're going to dig out a bunch of 4-block long holes in the walls of your tunnel, just like so. Do this every 7 or 8 blocks and do it on both sides of the tunnel. As you can see, each of the holes should be facing each other just like this. Okay, now comes the juicy part. The reason we needed all the beds is that beds actually explode in the nether when you try to sleep in them. Why? Well, we really don't know. It's an intentional feature of the game though, and it's also way cheaper than crafting TNT, so we might as well use it to our advantage when mining for netherite. Place 1 bed at the end of each of these little holes that you just mined in your tunnel. Be very careful to just place the bed, as if you accidentally click again, the bed can potentially explode and kill you. You don't want that to happen. Be really cautious when handling beds in the nether. Alright, now what you're going to do is dig 1 block into the ground just like so. Now you can see the hole is just kind of like eye level with us. Then we're going to peek around the corner right here. Just peek, don't go any further than that. And you can see the white of the bed right here. We're just going to click our use button. Bam, that just exploded the bed. Now you're going to look at the other side of the tunnel. That bed is still going to be there. You're going to peek around the hole and explode that bed as well. Do the same thing for every bed in the tunnel, and what's going to happen is, as you can see, we are exposing a ton of blocks, like a ton of blocks. Pretty much twice the radius of a TNT explosion, and that's the best thing you can do when mining for netherite, because although a lot of the blocks we're exposing are just netherrack, there's also a lot of ancient debris exposed as well. And again, because of the chunk border, we're exposed exposing 2 different chunks at the same time, greatly increasing the amount of debris that we find. Make sure to scour the whole tunnel for debris. This method is fast and efficient, and once you're done with exploding one tunnel, just mine out another long 2x2 tunnel on a different chunk border, rinse and repeat. I can't give you a fixed number of how much debris you'll get per tunnel exploded. Sometimes you get like 5 or 6, sometimes you get like 25. I got 15 in this tunnel. Over time, guys, as a player, I've learned that anybody who gives you a fixed number of debris per hour is just lying, because it's not that predictable. If you guys did enjoy this video, then please consider dropping a like and a sub, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.